Fat Bald-Sicilian, FBS. I am very grateful for Fat Bald-Sicilian. I'll tell you why. FBS created more channels than Comcast. Okay? FBS endorsed a lot of channels. He created a lot of channels, and I bet he can't count how many channels that he has helped to get monetized, and I'm one of them.
You know, and then it's not like you have no violence on your record until you're 30, and then one night you just decide to go out and kill a cop. It doesn't happen like that.
Fabrizio was always a tough kid. He was a tough kid. He had a nice punch. If you hit him, he would knock you the fuck out.
I already had the position. I don't want to say boss, but that's what I was. I had the position. I was made directly with New York, and I didn't have to answer to nobody in my area.
I didn't watch the show, so I didn't really understand the magnitude or, like, you know, how big this moment was.
But you know what? When De Niro asked him to let the old lady stay, you know, and she has to stay with the dog. Well, God, never started, huh? You know that scene? And he was like, "Stukas."
Anytime I got to shoot at John's restaurant on East 12th Street, which was like a big mob hangout where like Joe the Boss Masseria would like hold court, and I got to work with Ivo Nandi, who played Joe the Boss. Those were some of my favorite scenes.
And the moment you walk in, I could recognize who's at the bar, who's sitting at the table, FBI. And this is the first time that I meet Sonny Franzese.
As a matter of fact, outside the Bada Bing, Satin Dolls, we put a curtain in the parking lot. Everyone was wondering, why is that big curtain in the parking lot? We were rehearsing the hanging scene.
I'm living proof, guys. I'm living proof. I mean, no, I'm no millionaire or nothing, but listen, look at my life 4 years ago. I was in a fucking hotel. I was, you know, selling crack. I was snorting coke. I was drinking myself to fucking death. I was literally taking bags full of Ativan just because I wanted to die in my sleep. I was all alone, you know, and now I'm here. I have my family. I have a little bit of money in the bank. I got everything I want. And I got you guys in this channel. So if I can do it, any of you can do it. Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? It's another beautiful day. Another beautiful day. I love this weather. Of course, I was out most of the day. I probably shouldn't have been. I got some shit to do around here, but I couldn't help my fucking self, you know? Once I get out there, I don't want to come back in. I hope the rest of you are having a wonderful day as well. And I'm going to do some shout outs real quick. I feel like I haven't really done shout outs in a long time. Carlos Muniz. Now, I don't know if that's him. And, you know, somebody could be using me to try to get me to attack Carlos if they don't like him. Or it could be somebody, a troll who's just trying to start beef. I don't really know, you know. I thought about it before the show. When I see something like that, I take it as kind of a threat. And I immediately want to respond to it. But I'm going to chill and see if it was actually Carlos first. I don't think Carlos would do that simply for the fact that anybody who knows me knows that if you say something like keep my name out of your mouth, I'm going to automatically start talking about you, even though I might not have been already, you know? So we'll see. I'm not going to fall for it. But we might find out it's real. I don't know. Sally, Sam the Man. Oh, Sam the Man, I'll get back to you after this show, buddy. Sorry, man. I've been busy as fuck. Miss Can't Be Wrong. Jerry Gesso. So Christian Mike advocates for the evil life he calls the mob. He's a big joke. Got to get Mike cement shoes. Time for him to go. I wouldn't say all that. I do not want Mike to get cement shoes. But he's an asshole and a scumbag and a liar and a con artist. And I'm going to talk about him today. But listen, I'm easing into this, trying to do some different types of things here. So I know I got to talk some Mobtube shit too, which I will. I will in this show. Don't worry. There's never any shortage of Mobtube shit to talk. Dave, Midwest Mafia Productions, Paul Atkinson, Stevie the Gypsy, Ronin 456. Did I shout out Tom Sheehy? I probably just said it. I want to thank you, though, brother. Tom Sheehy last night, I believe it was last night, right? Yeah, it was. He made my night a whole lot better last night. He sent me a little message on PayPal with $100 contribution. Thank you very, very much, Tom Sheehy. I love you, bro. Thank you, man. Antonino, good to see you as always. Busy was D Gainey. Yes, in the Santa Claus hat. You were on there. Shit, I was reading your comment before the show started. That's right, Mustache Pete. Yeah, yes, I'm sorry. I heard that song last night, Euphoria by Kendrick Lamar. It is a Drake diss. It's his response to Drake. Well, one of them. They're going back and forth. That shit is insane. Lyrically, he's one of the best of all time, and he fucking destroyed Drake, and I hate Drake. I downloaded it last night, and then when I woke up today, Mustache Pete had already texted me, have you heard this? I'm like, yeah, I heard it last night, but I figured I'd play it before the show today, because why not? Strong arm tactics. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. War, did I shout you out, my friend? FBS and I were just talking about that song. Drake is crying somewhere. Yeah, he is. He certainly is. Drake, listen, to me, he can't be taken seriously in a battle. Just like, to me, he can't be taken seriously as a rapper because he has ghostwriters. You know what I mean? So, Drake is just a creation of a record label. You know what I mean? They created him basically to be exactly who he is and to be as big as he is and to make fucking fuck tons of money. It won't be very long before he's worth $1 billion or more. It's insane how rich he is. And I think his music sucks. I think he sucks. I can't fucking stand him. I think just the thought of him acting tough or like a street guy is one of the funniest things I ever saw. And, he's just out of his league here. Same thing with Pusha T. He's a jerk off, and he, like I said, he's not even writing his raps, no less his fucking battle tracks. So fuck Drake. What is that from? This can't be wrong. That's a quote from what? Hey now, good to see you. Oh, no freaking ZD now. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Am I correct? Like a long while. You don't think that's Carlos? Probably not, but from now on, I'm going to be cautious, before I go ballistic on somebody. I'm going to find out if it's really them. If that was the real Carlos, we would know probably. Oh, my area, Anthony Arellano. Yeah. Oh, from the beginning, from the intro. Yeah, my bad. Jesus. I don't even have my intro memorized. Too many teeth. Oh, come on. Hey, now. Fucking guy. I don't think Carlos would attack you, FBS, usually, unless you go after him first. Not really his style. Yeah, that's another reason I don't think that's him, because I haven't really said anything about him. I did a show last week where I said I think he has a strange obsession with SoFlo, but that's it. So who knows? Every day it's something new, so I wouldn't be surprised. Alex Phillips, if you're new, welcome. DZ, $10 for Yo FBS. Thank you, DZ. Thank you very much, sir. Well, and actually, I don't know. I mean, I've heard him about 9,000 times tell people to keep his name out of their mouth. So I think it sounds and looks like something he would do, but I don't think he did it. Oh, you're new? Well, welcome, Alex. You'll catch on. We'll school you on everything that's gone on over the last horrible fucking almost 3 years now. You're going to wish you never joined this community. He did kill that back-to-back song, or at least his ghostwriter did. Oh, yeah. There's no doubt that was a banger. And I hate Drake, but I can't, if he has a good diss track or a good song, I have to say it's good. It doesn't mean I have to listen to it. I hate him. I hate him and fucking the phony Rick Ross so fucking much, man. I think that's when everything fell apart. You know what I mean? Hip hop wise. Who's asking for the link? Hold on. Who is it? Is it you? Text me if it's you. Before I wind up dropping the link for somebody's cock. You have my number, bro. Just text me if it's you. Then I'll drop you the link. Very confusing. People have all types of different channels. It's not him, you don't think? Well, we'll see. I got my ringer on. I didn't even get to finish my fucking shout outs. OC, I don't know if I got you. Yeah, I think I was way behind. Sorry if I missed anybody because I went to the bottom of the fucking chat. No, nothing. I was here the other day just in and out catching the replays. Oh, okay, gotcha. Feel like I haven't seen you, so you know what I automatically assume. Oh, is that right, Guardino? Ain't good to know, as long as it's really you. In my chicken skin. Son of a bitch. So early in the show, really? Motherfucker. I'm not even. All right, here we go.
You guys on here, when you guys tell me you got 20 guys coming, I get a hard on. I'm like, 20 guys. Oh, boy. This is going to be fun. So, you have no idea. I got chicken skin right now. When you guys say, oh, yeah, I'm going to get 20 guys, 10 guys, 13 guys, they're coming down. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. You don't know how excited I get. I get excited.
Guardino Inc. Yeah, I might have taken your wrench. Like I said, like once a week, I'll go through the list. And if there's somebody I haven't seen in a while, I take their wrench. I feel like you haven't been around, Guardino Inc. If I'm wrong, Miss Can't Be Wrong to let me know, but I'll give you your wrench back. Just give me a little bit, I never know. I don't know what's going on. People just jump ship and join other teams and stuff, Yeah, oh yeah, I know. That shit last night with Stand Up Guys show, that's funny. Because he gets so pissed off. You motherfucker, you fucking moron. Now I got to take the whole show down. I'm going to lose my numbers. I got to delete the whole fucking live stream, moron. It's fucking hilarious, man. And that's twice now in like a week. Last time was much worse, though. Guardino's okay? All right. Just got to check, Guardino. Don't take it personally. I've been doing it with a lot of people. The fuck? Oh, Crime and Entertainment, if you're around, too. I just got done watching your interview with Gene Borello. Very, very good. You have a radio voice, my friend. You absolutely have a radio voice. No question about it. Interview with Gene Borello. Shut up, fatty. All right, let me get to Guardino here. There you go, buddy. That's Fax B. What up? Benny Diova. Don't pull a shug and get dick bombed. No. It's happened to me once or twice. The last time it happened, though, I was so quick on the button that you didn't even see. It was so fucking fast, they couldn't have even struck me for it. You know what I mean? But one time they got me pretty good. Somebody's dick. Oh my God, guys, I was going to post this in my community. I'm going to fucking post this later today if I remember. I always say that and then I forget. But there was a YouTube show yesterday and the title was Trump Gets Crushed by Pecker. It's one of the funniest things I ever saw. And if you know about the trial, you know who Pecker is and all that shit. But it was so fucking hilarious. I wanted to post it. I never thought I'd see a sentence that says Trump got crushed by Pecker. Never. Thank you, Ward. Donations would be nice. They'd be very much appreciated if you guys can. It would mean a lot to me. Albaz, Yizzo. He gets a hard on. Yeah, he does. Fucking pizza. Somebody I talked to today told me about something that Pizza's been saying, some claim he's been making. And my first instinct is, all right, let me correct this or let me respond to this. And then after a little bit of time, I thought about it and I'm like, why? Why correct it? His insane lunatic following will believe whatever he says. And even if they don't believe it, they'll pretend they believe it. And you guys don't need any correction. You already know that everything he says is fucking insane. He's talking about looking at a police report that doesn't exist, all types of shit. He's telling the wrong person to show the tape. You should be showing somebody or telling somebody else that. So I'm not going to address it or respond to it. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? I'm growing here. I'm growing. I told you I really would like to get to the point where I'm not talking about any of these jerk offs, any of them. But I know what you guys want. So no matter what I do, I'm still going to have to do some of that. I know 131 people. Thank you all for being here. The infamous Batwing. What's that? What the fuck is that? I don't know. I mean, at this point, those of us that don't have a weenie know what they look like. Well, the 4-year-old thing, that was sick. The 4-year-old girl, that was way worse. The question is, was that Uncle Mitch that dropped his cock on the panel last night? I have a face and voice for broken radio. Me and you both. How about Anthony Weiner sending pictures of his wiener? Oh, yeah, he's a fucking creep. It was a long time ago. I never saw so many people talking about dicks in my life. It is very strange. There's a lot of dick talk on Mobtube. Lots. Maverick, good afternoon, my friend. Restaurant movie. The restaurant? Oh, I never saw a restaurant movie, I don't think. Oh, it was Uncle Mitch. See? That's why. Stand-up guy. Well, you're a scumbag, like I said. Birds of a feather flock together. I said this like 3 times yesterday. When you get involved with these people, the likes of Uncle Mitch and Tony Pizza, even though you are the same as them, so what else are you going to do? Who else are you going to get involved with? You got to expect shit like this. A couple of weeks ago, I was saying, wait until Pizza turns on him. And look, looks like he turned on him, so... and then Suge has to forever live with the words. And trust me, I will make sure of it. I'll play them constantly. Where he talks about what a good man Tony Pizza is and how he should just be left alone. Nobody should bother him. I'm going to get into the Franzese thing in a minute. I'm going to tell you, this is not like I'm just talking about him to talk about him. I really have something to say that pisses me off. I fucking saw something this morning and I was like, it popped up in my feed, I guess, because I was watching his Son of Sam interview. So I clicked on it because I thought, I'll explain later. But once I heard what he had to say, I was like, wow, this motherfucker. Michael Franzese is the same guy he always was. The same exact guy. And I'm going to tell you why in a little bit. You should do vagina monologues and see the reactions. Too much dick talk way over the top. Lots of it, I know. Leon, $10. Shout out to all my dogs. Roof. Thank you, Leon. Thank you so much. You're such a good boy. Thank you for the donations. I know where you're getting the money, too, but we'll keep that between us. Nobody here will tell them. Don't worry. Joey Frakes, you never seen the movie Waiting? I think it's called. They have different names at the restaurant about ways to inadvertently get someone to look at your said show. I don't know. I have no idea, Joey Frakes. I don't know what you mean. Look at your said show? I don't know, bro. You talking about how to look at someone's dick? Is that what you mean? Not sure. Oh, look at you. He's even greeting war with a nice couple of barks. So anyway, I want you guys to try something. I don't care if it gives him views. He already gets fucking hundreds of thousands to millions. I mean, it's not like it's going to make a difference. It's not going to make him any extra money. Showing off your draw. Oh, I got you, Joey Frakes. Okay, gotcha. When he starts his shows, well, okay, I can't say every show, but I'm assuming it's every show. I've only watched a couple now. But everything in the beginning of, for example, we're going to talk about the OJ show today. I clicked on it because I thought he was actually saying the Gambinos were hired to kill Nicole Brown Simpson and all that. But it was, he was speaking out against that, really. He was, disputing it, whatever. But the whole first, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes of his show is one big advertisement for all his bullshit products. Okay. Now, I don't remember all of them, but I remember the fucking wine. He keeps sipping the wine. It's so good. He's sipping the wine. He's got the big giant picture, the mafia picture behind him because he worships the mafia and he sells those paintings for $900 fucking dollars each. He asks you to buy tickets for his tour. And he tells you about this thing, this Minute thing or whatever the fuck, where you could text him for a certain amount of money and he'll text you back. This is a God-loving guy who loves his supporters and everything. You think he would just maybe, do the text thing for free every now and then, but maybe he'd have a separate number, but no. Got to charge for that too. It reminds me, because people talk about me asking for donations, which is, first of all, I hate that word. It's not a donation. You're not giving me anything for free. You're giving me something in return for something. I hate that fucking word. I wish it would go away. That's why Dominic Cicali is smart. He calls it a contribution. That's what it is. But they talk about that, like me doing what all the other small YouTubers have to do to make a living. But you got a guy like this who is already a multi-fucking millionaire. If you don't think Michael Franzese is a multi-millionaire, you're out of your ever-loving fucking mind. Okay? He's got the fucking pizza business. He's got the wine now. He's got the show itself. He's got I can't even imagine how many businesses we don't know about. Okay? This guy has a tour. He has a UK tour, a US tour. The tickets are outrageous. Somebody told me some of the tickets go for $3,500 a piece. You could see him, spend time with him, talk to him, and take a picture with him. Who the fuck are you, Michael Franzese? Who are you? You're a racketeer that happened to get made into the mafia, mainly because of who your father was. You're not a fucking celebrity, a movie star. I mean, you think he's going to, you think they're going to have Michael Franzese on the red carpet of any new blockbuster movies? I don't fucking think so. Michael Franzese is not an A-list fucking celebrity, but that's how sick and twisted some of these people are, like we've been talking about. Even him, they worship. They fucking worship. Oh, baby, yeah, you couldn't be more right. Running an absolute fucking cult. They will pay him for anything he asks for money for. Who is the guy? He's a guy that was the son of a mob legend. And he made a fuck ton of money off of a gas tax scam that a whole bunch of other mafioso made a fortune off of during the 80s, mid-80s, whatever. You know what I mean? It wasn't even his scam. He just took part in it. And I swear to God, if you watch the beginning of this OJ show, and probably all his shows, I'll have to click on some, you'll see that he is really trying his damnedest to get all that gas tax scam money back. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy will squeeze you for every last fucking penny. No integrity whatsoever. None. Michael Franzese should be ashamed of himself. You know what it makes me think of? Go ahead, Sam, the man. What is it for? What it makes me think of is Howard Stern used to tell his people, Jackie, Sal, Richard, I'm sure a bunch of other people who would go out on these comedy things and stuff like that worked for him and were, kind of represented his show, whatever, representatives of his show. He would tell them, they already give us enough, especially once he went to Sirius. He's like, what more can I ask from them? Like something like 7 million people or something followed him to Sirius. And we're paying, whatever the subscription price a month was. He was like, that's enough. They give me enough. And he would tell them, they give you guys enough. You do your comedy shows, fine. Go do stand-up comedy and be done with it. But you're selling all these tchotchkes, fucking mugs and hats and T-shirts and stupid shit like that. It cheapens you. He's right. He's right. And Michael Franzese, I'm telling you, it's disgraceful. He's taking advantage of everybody. Watch. You can't even get to his video until you spend 15 minutes listening to why you should buy every fucking thing with his name on it. Franzese wine. It doesn't have like a fancy French name or something. Who wants to go into a fucking liquor store and say, give me a bottle of Franzese? Give me a bottle of Franzese 22, because that's probably all the older it is. It's probably came out around then. It's real aged by 2 years. What the fuck? A waiter at a fancy restaurant comes over with a wine bottle on the cloth thing, whatever. Would you like to try a cup of Franzese? Go fuck yourself. Who is Franzese? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. But the tour, the wine, this texting thing now, and that fucking painting. And listen, I hate that fucking painting with a passion. I fucking hate it. I hate it for so many reasons. Mainly because he scammed you just to get you to buy it. He scams you on a regular basis. On one side, he tells you, or on one hand, he tells you, don't think of me for who I was. Think of me for who I am. Don't think of me as a mobster, this and that. Think of me for who I am today. Oh, and by the way, you see this picture of the 50th, the 50 favorite mobsters of mine, including my father and me. I got a very special artist to do this painting. It cost me a fortune, and you could be the lucky owner of one for just $699 to $899, depending on the size you want. Well, what the fuck is it, bro? Are we supposed to forget about your mafia background and all that horse shit and just look at you for who you are today? Or are we supposed to think of the mafia every time we see you? Of course, that's his sales pitch. Even when it's subliminal, he's always got that fucking painting behind him now. Always. You know what I mean? And there's so many stupid motherfuckers, they'll really buy that shit. Which is, let me tell you something, that painting is not much different from any other mob fucking painting or drawing or anything else you can buy on Amazon right now. Most of the same guys are going to be on that. You probably pay $11 fucking for it. You know what I mean? It's not really that special, but what makes it so special for him is his father and him sitting in that chair. Get the fuck out of here. That fucking painting. They should throw it in the fucking trash like fucking Tony Soprano had Silvio or whoever it was do with the fucking Pyomide picture. Fucking ridiculous. He's always got something to sell you. Always. It's not enough that you watch his fucking show and you buy tickets to his horseshit fucking events, and you know, now you got to get the painting and the wine, and you got to fucking text him for a fee, for a small fee. You can text Michael Franzese, and if you're lucky, he'll get back to you. Look at this fucking jerk off, Nelson Mandela. Hypocrite. See, this is why I love my enemies. I can always count on you to be dumb motherfuckers. Hypocrite. You want to try that again, stupid ass? Let me read your comment. You are talking about him. You're the biggest bullshit grifter on the net. All your scams. Name one, Nelson Mandela. You don't have to block him. I want him to name one scam that I ever pulled. Name one. I'll wait. I gotta light a cigarette anyway. The things they'll say are just things they choose to see as scams. My mom got news that she was dying. Luckily, she didn't. And that's a scam, according to them. What else? There's got to be some other stuff, but that's the one that's talked about most recently. What about the Ali thing? Was that a scam too? Did I set up the super chat war? Tell me how I've scammed people. Tell me what I've done other than to say, guys, I'm giving you a good product here. I'm entertaining you. Would you donate? And out of appreciation, I'd appreciate it very much. Which, by the way, I'm saying that right now. If you're enjoying the show, please donate. We got 147 people here. Shouldn't be a problem. Joey Knuckles, $5 for keep the heat on this con man. Oh, I'm going to. And I didn't even get to the main point about this cocksucker yet. Sam the Man, $5 because I love the content. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Nikki Blades Clips, that's not Carlos, that guy. That's not Carlos. Good to see you, Nikki Blade Clips. Yeah, he had the Punisher, but this guy is not. I'm telling you, I have my phone on. He is not blocked. He has my phone number. He was just texting me a few months ago. So he would just text me and tell me it's him. This is somebody who's trying to get me to drop the link for, guys, come on. Of all the people I fucking debated, you think I'd be worried about Carlos seriously? But I'm not going to fall for no bullshit. And I'm not going to trash the guy until I know if it's him talking shit. Mandela's about to get kicked off the channel. They'll say I scam people. Ask them a scam. And at the very best, they're going to give you an opinion. Show me a fact. Show me that I scammed you. If you want to bring up the mother thing, you heard my mother say it herself on multiple occasions on my show, what they told her. We got medical paperwork. It's facts are facts. That's what she was told that fucking day. And I couldn't be more grateful that she's still here with us. So I'm not going to apologize for her not fucking dying. Plus, you're forgetting something. I did not take money for that. I told people on this. Why am I even fucking defending this? The last thing I'll say, I told people don't donate for this because there's nothing you could do to help my mom. Money ain't going to help. A couple of people gave me money to fucking take a little time off, but I didn't even make money off of it. Tony Pizza, if he did that shit, you know what I mean? He'd take 20 fucking grand from you guys and just forget about it like it never happened. And then 2 years later, when his mom's still alive, he'll just be like, oh, listen, guys, I was hard up. You know, things were tough. I needed some money. So anyway, you could never, and it's just like lies. You say I tell lies. Name one and prove it. Prove I lied. Prove I scammed somebody. Take all the time you need. Get back to me. Anyway, let me see here. Pizza also says you made $5,000 the night you said your mom had a short time to live, which is a lie. Well, good luck for him. The video's up. It's called Addiction and Recovery Emergency Broadcast. Go watch it. And watch what I say about not sending me money. Go ahead. Go watch it, everybody. Carlos would come on here under his real name. It's most likely a teabagger. Yeah, most likely. How is that? Okay. All right, fine. Nelson, how is that a scam, though? You said I scam people. It's not embarrassing because I laugh all the way to the bank because I tear these people apart and I make money off of it. And then I live a great life with that fucking money. It's not embarrassing at all. You would do it in a heartbeat. Whoever you are hiding behind a fake name, you would do what I do in a fucking heartbeat if you had the talent, the skill, and the know-how. Okay? In a fucking heartbeat. You don't think I have anything to be embarrassed of. You're embarrassed that you can't do it the way I do it. You're jealous as a motherfucker of me. Everybody who's ever said that you're a beggar, they wound up coming on YouTube begging for money. So, blow me, Nelson. Yeah, bro, if that's what you were talking about, Sam the Man, we'll talk about it after the show, but I'll help you in any way I can. Look what he says, go hustle like the rest. That's literally what I'm doing. You don't understand? I'm hustling. You don't get it, Nelson? You jerk off. What do you think I'm doing on here? Do you know what hustling is? I don't think you do. And hustling, listen, I've already explained this. You could say the one example you came up with is I cry and beg for money. How is that a scam? How? Am I selling you something that doesn't exist? Am I saying, hey, send me $100, I'll send you this beautiful mafia painting, and then you never get it? No, so blow me, Nelson, cocksucking weirdo. Dave Pizza said that night he came on here and told everyone to split their donations. Wait a minute. Dave Pizza said that night he came on here. Everyone told him to split their donations with him. I was here, and that isn't even remotely true. No. There was like 2 or 3 people that said give half of this to Tony Pizza, and that's why I gave him $100. He wishes he was the star of the show that night. He was not, and I made about $1,300 that night too. Nelson Mandela, though, bro, I'll tell you what, I'll do it like you. It'll be way less embarrassing if I got to wake up every fucking day at 4:30 a.m., put on some dirty fucking work clothes, go to a fucking factory where I'm sweating my fucking balls off and dying from whatever chemicals I'm breathing in or whatever else, and then I'll get, a bum paycheck every week. Yeah, that would be, I'd take a whole lot of pride in that. A whole lot of pride. Yeah. I'm a 2-time felon, jerk off. What do you think? I'm going to get a job as a computer programmer for fucking AT&T or something? Please. I say that because I know a guy who actually scammed his way into that exact job by saying he went to college for computer programming, and he never actually did, but he learned on the job and wound up climbing way up in the company and making a very good living for a lot of decades. Look, quick. You got a lot of nerve accusing Franzese of bleeding his followers. You do the exact same thing, demanding money every day from the same four idiots willing to give it to you. The idiots aren't on this side. The idiots are pretty much everywhere else. And yeah, absolutely, quick. Yeah, just like Netflix demands their payment every month or they cancel your shit, and Hulu and Amazon Prime and every fucking thing else. Yes. I demand that I be paid for my work. You got it, quick. You're exactly right. I never beg, Lisa, because begging would be asking you to give me something for nothing. I've never asked anybody to give me something for nothing. I am the reason this community exists, and I am, without a doubt, hands down, the best entertainer on here and always was. You know, so I know my worth, and you know, I have every fucking justification to ask people to compensate me for my work, you know? Yeah, Sam, I'll hit you up after the show, whatever you need help with, bro. Yeah, I know they all come out. I know they can't stand it. They can't stand the shit they've seen me do in the last few years with the money I made on here while they're living shit fucking lives, rotting away somewhere in a trailer or something. You know what I mean? Ronin 456, yeah. FBS is their content. Yeah, absolutely. I should be getting paid fucking 10 times what I am. Everybody's show is pretty much based on whatever the fuck I'm doing on here. And everybody's channel has pretty much been put here by me, either by talking about me or with my help. Anyway, back to Franzese and shit. See, I got to stop responding to that stuff. Franzese did this OJ thing. Okay? He did this fucking OJ thing about the Gambinos. You know, has some guy, I didn't know, some guy named Dutton or some shit. I didn't know about this. I never knew where the Gambino rumor came from. I just knew people been talking about it lately. And sure enough, that's because I guess it just happened right after OJ died. This guy came out and he said that OJ actually hired some Gambino guys to kill Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman. And Michael was appalled. He was up in arms. And let me tell you why. Because he glorifies the mafia to this day. He advocates for the mafia. He even justifies a lot of shit the mafia does in his own little way. He fucking worships that life. You know what I'm saying? He really does. And that's why I think he loves this so much, because he still gets to be a mob guy. You know what I mean? You could be a rat, you could be whatever. It don't matter. If you got that background on YouTube, you're a mob guy and people will treat you as such. And he's the biggest in the whole genre, which would make him the boss, kind of, sort of. Not really, but you get my point. If this was any other situation, he'd be the boss. He goes on a rant about the mafia. He's yelling at this guy and the Gambinos. Some of these people were friends of mine. They would never. I'll tell you what the Gambinos don't do. They don't sneak into some woman's yard and, you know, stab her 7 times and almost decapitate her. This is what he's saying. He's going off. He goes off on this episode. You got to see it. I never saw him really angry. And let me tell you, that's the first time I ever saw Franzese do what I do. He's just tearing a motherfucker apart because he doesn't like something he said. He also said that never in all his years on this earth has he ever seen a situation where a family member is attacked, a family member of a rat, a family member of any mob guy, for whatever the reason. I guess he forgot about Fat Pete Chiodo's sister. You know, I guess he forgot about Patricia. You know, there's one. And they've done all types of shit. They've killed innocent women, all types of crazy shit. Cops, you name it. So he's talking about them like, of course, like they are noble fucking people who don't do anything wrong, and they would never do this and they would never do that, blah, blah, blah. And he's really pissed off. Now, if you're a new man, Michael Franzese, if you're a new man, you're a God-loving man, that's all you care about, spreading the gospel, right? Why are you so up in arms? You're supposed to be against that life now. That life ruined your entire family. You said it yourself. Ruined your entire fucking family. But you still worship these guys. You're as much of a dick rider as fucking Tommy Stiggs. No offense, Tommy. I hate to say it, Michael, but holy shit. You still think of these guys. You look at them like heroes. That fucking picture, you couldn't be more proud to have all those killers behind you. But you're a man of God, but you worship killers. You're a walking contradiction. That's what you are. And a jerk off, might I add. You're a walking fucking contradiction. You believe this fucking clown? God, God, God. Oh, and look at the 50 murderers behind me. There's a body count on this painting of about 1,200. But by the way, God, get the fuck out of here, dickhead. Please. Oh my God, at least be fucking consistent. Holy shit. Holy fuck. He's going to be like Trump. He'll be selling fucking Bibles next. That'll be his next scam. You know what I mean? Except half the book will be filled with pictures of fucking gangsters. Asshole face. Okay, this guy is advocating for the mafia. Like, how dare you say this about them? They would never. That's how he's acting. But the victims of the Son of Sam, nothing, not a thing. He didn't even mention their names. In what, 2.5 hours talking to fucking David Berkowitz? He didn't mention a victim's name, nothing. He didn't mention injuries. Some guy lost an eye. Another lady's a paraplegic to this day. And the 6 people that died and all the other people that got shot and stuff. Didn't mention a single victim. Sat there and kissed Berkowitz's ass. For 2.5 hours, the 2 parts together was somewhere around that. Okay? He sat there and kissed his fucking ass. Didn't advocate for the victims. Didn't defend the victims of the Son of Sam. But boy, you'll defend the fucking Gambino family fast, won't you? And the whole mafia. The whole mafia. This guy's a clown, asshole. This is why if I decide to just target him, I could do shows 3 times a day about this fucking idiot. I can't stand him. I have no respect for him. None whatsoever. None, zero, zip, zilch, nada. Okay? Sammy the Bull, I respect more than him. And Sammy the Bull's a fucking scumbag too. Scumbag. And don't, apples and oranges, I bleed my audience like he does. No. I ask for donations for what I do, which I should be getting always. This guy is constantly forcing you to buy something in order to be part of his little cult over there. You can't meet him or take a picture with him unless you pay who knows how much fucking money to meet him somewhere in the UK or somewhere on the other side of the country from wherever you are. You know, you got to buy his fucking wine. You got all this horse shit. He's selling everything he can fucking sell. You think that's not begging for money? Text me for a fee. Please buy my wine. Please buy this stupid fucking mafia painting. And please buy the tickets to these ridiculous fucking appearances I do. Asshole. Yeah. Hey, now, asshole face. That's the Andrew Dice Clay classic. I love that. Asshole face. That's what he is. Might be the first person I ever called asshole face. Can't fucking stand this clown. I can't. But forget about the money. Who gives a fuck about that part? I mean, that's, of course, stands on its own. But I mean, for the purposes of this conversation, the real thing is that if you watch that OJ episode, you're going to see him defend the mafia like you've never seen anyone defend the mafia. Not like Angel and MRE are mild compared to the way he fucking talks about them, defends them, and worships them. But he's supposed to be a different man. James Proctor interviewed Michael. I didn't see it. But if I interviewed Michael, which will never happen, I would say, how can you be a man of God and believe in all this positivity and all this religion and all this horse shit that you take so seriously, but you still worship killers? And let me tell you, it ain't just the mafia. He worships David Berkowitz. Look at Oh my God. If he was licking his balls anymore, it would have been rated X, that fucking interview. It would have been you could only find it on Pornhub. Just blowing David Berkowitz. I said to my mom last night, no shit. I said, you want to fucking hear something? She said, what? I said, this fucking Michael Franzese. She knows who he is. This fucking asshole interviewed the son of Sam. You should have seen her face. I said, oh, not only that, he kissed his ass the whole fucking time. My mom couldn't believe it. Unreal. Oh my God. Is it Dally or Dolly? I'll say Dally. I have no fucking idea, but a lot. A lot. I mean, there's no doubt he's a multimillionaire. No fucking doubt about it. But I wouldn't doubt if he's worth, just off of his products, that's tour bullshit, his channel, 10, 15 million just off of that. Then he's got the pizza business. He's got his hands in a whole bunch of shit. I wouldn't doubt if he's, way, way up there. I don't know how high to say. I wouldn't say 50 million or anything like that. No, I'd probably say all in, it's probably 10, 15. That's what I would say. That's a lot of fucking money. That's pretty much filthy rich, is it not? I mean, 10, 15 million fucking dollars. And it's not like that's it. It's not like he won the lottery, got a lump sum payment, and there's no more money coming. It's a fucking, you know what I mean? It's a moving train every fucking day. Every day there's more money pouring in. But listen, businesses, of course, get involved in all the businesses you can, but hawking all this bullshit on your fucking show is ridiculous. It's asinine. It makes you look stupid. And people don't understand how that in itself, like you think it's a hit to my pride or something when you say I beg for money. Even though you don't believe that, you do it in a heartbeat. But you say that kind of stuff about me. You don't realize he's doing the same thing. He's just trying to sell you garbage in exchange for the money. Probably the worst wine in the fucking world, a ridiculous asshole appearance where, you'll be lucky if you're fucking 500 feet from the guy. And whatever else, whatever the fuck, all this shit he does. The texting. Now, I don't know, by the way, let me make a statement here. I don't know that the wine isn't good. It might be fantastic. It's just hilarious that it's named Franzese wine. It's fucking hilarious. And I don't know about his shows. I got to be careful what I say. Maybe his shows are good and maybe it's the best event you'll ever go to in your life. Who knows? I got to say all this. Scars puts out good content based on facts. My father was a gangster's gangster, and I have a lot of knowledge on the mob. Yeah, Scars is good. I don't know how he could even show that kind of money. I'm pretty sure that he still owes the government a ton of money. He has to. The last documentary I saw with an FBI guy talking about him said he didn't pay. How much of it did he pay? Was it not even a dime, or what was it? It wasn't much of it. Mike buys comments and views for his interviews. Every other comment is about how every interview is the best yet. Oh, really, Don Buchanan? Interesting, and welcome if you're new. Ducks. Midwest Mafia Productions. Yeah, the texting grift is ridiculous, over the top. It's like, why aren't you doing Cameo now? He probably is. What are you doing, Cameo with High Pitch Eric? Like somebody could pay and you'll make them a birthday video or some shit. I mean, for Christ's sake. And not only that, but when are we going to stop? And I say we, as I don't know, maybe the entire American population. When are we going to stop worshiping killers? When is it, you know what I mean? When is it going to get fucking played out? I think the only places in the world where killers are worshipped is in mafia culture and possibly rap music. And it's way worse in mafia culture. It's fucking bizarre. It's bizarre. Nobody, the 99% of normal fucking people in this country, okay, would think this is insane that it's even happening. Well, wait a minute. The guy was in the mafia. Now he's making a bunch of money selling shit on YouTube, and he interviewed the son of Sam. Can you imagine? What? Now we know chances of Michael Franzese ever actually hurting anybody with his hands very, very low. With his own hands, but still, you don't know what he might have been a part of, what he might have ordered. You don't know. Now, at this point, I think I'd say nothing even about that, too, because we would have found out about it by now. He's been off the street since what? The 80s. So somebody would have told on anything he was involved in already. There's no question about it. Muzz, what's up? How you doing? Anybody want to donate? Please do. I'd appreciate it very much. This is me with my beggar's cup in my hand, desperate, as these people would like to think of it. Hey now, $20 for asshole face. Thank you very much. Damn, it was worth $20, asshole face. Nice. Baba Booey. Appreciate you. Building a brand, unfortunately, requires a relentless marketing push of every product under the umbrella. Yeah, but you understand, Dally, what I mean by the products he's selling? Oh, okay, no problem. It's not like, like he has that pizza business, Slices or whatever it's called. Awesome. I'm sure he's got a bunch of other businesses. Cool. But his viewers on YouTube every day see him pushing all this different shit. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? He's pushing the wine. And there's a whole list, guys. I can only remember 4. And I've already said it 8,000 times in this show. You know what he's pushing. It's ridiculous. And then part of what makes it ridiculous is it's not like he's me or some small content creator who's just trying to support a family. Without YouTube, he's a multimillionaire. I guarantee it. So yeah, does it come off as a little desperate, as a little bit of a grift even? Oh, guys, guess what? Today I got something else for you to buy. Yeah, at the very least, it looks horrible. It looks fucking terrible. So I don't know. I think I got some more supers. DZ, I got this, right? Yo, FBS in the beginning. Yeah. Shout out to all my dogs, Leon, Sam the Man, because I love the content. I got that. Chip Mayhew, OG, member for 13 months. Franzese, or however you spell his dumb last name. Biggest con man on YT. He gets to be a mob guy and want to be Joel Osteen. Yeah, that's another scumbag grifter. Hashtag left the life. Yeah. Same fucking guy. I think Casey said it in the chat, Shaky Shooter. I think he said it. I didn't get to pull it up on screen. Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. This guy is a lifetime crook, lifelong crook. That's what he's always done, is steal from people. You know what I mean? Steal from the government, steal from regular everyday citizens. So yeah, I shouldn't be shocked. It's just that, he acts so sophisticated and classy, and there's nothing classy about that. Say what you want about me. I act like just some thug. I don't act like no fucking buddy sophisticated. Every other word is fuck. I'm smoking cigarettes on screen. I'm tearing people to shreds. However you carry yourself, act the same way. And he carries himself like he's an aristocrat, but he's on here hawking shit like fucking Sal Governale. Hi, this is Sal Governale. If you don't know what that's from, you should go Google, hi, this is Sal Governale. Just saying. Gary Gesso, FBS bro, you're a lot better than these guys. They're all garbage cans and rats. These idiots tell more stories than Walt Disney. The handcuffs changed Franzese. Take his father away. He would have been a zero. Yeah. With shoes. Yes. Gary, thank you for the compliment, first of all. And, yeah, I mean, and everybody knows that about him. Do you think, okay, minus the gas scam, which he would have never had if he wasn't a made guy and he wasn't Sonny Franzese's son. Okay. Would he have ever become made if it wasn't for his father? What would have gotten him made? There's no way, guys, that he killed anyone. There's no way. Like I just said, we would have known years ago. Somebody would have told on him. Look how many rats came out of the Colombo family and every other fucking family in the last 4 decades. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would know. So he isn't a killer. As far as a racketeer, I'm sure he was always a good earner. But the gas scam thing came long after he was a made guy. And that's really what his whole legacy is. The gas scam. That's what it is. What else do you hear about Michael Franzese? You talk about like John Gotti or even his father, Sonny Franzese, Michael's father. Any of these guys. You could talk about Joey Molino. There's 500 different things to talk about. What is there to talk about Michael Franzese? He was Sonny Franzese's son, and he got involved in the gas tax scam, and he made probably a couple $100 million. I don't know, man. I don't see what's impressive about the guy or anything. I don't understand. I don't even find him interesting. I never did. Never. I got so tired of watching mob documentaries because he was in every fucking one. And the one where he's talking about the college ball players and shit, it's like, okay, enough of you already. That's the same reason I hated A-Light in the beginning. I couldn't turn on anything about the mob without seeing one of those two guys. You know what I mean? It was like, holy fucking shit. And at the time, you know, I didn't like either of them. Now I'm cool with John, but I can't fucking stand Michael Franzese. I can't. FPS, the funny shit is how many rappers love to rap about the Godfather, the Mafia. I mean, you hear references to it in all the rap music from the 80s to 90s, LOL, but I remember an English black female. English black female, what do you mean? Let me read that again. FPS, the funny shit is how many rappers love to rap about the Godfather, the Mafia. I mean, you hear references to it all the time. Yeah, I don't get the English black female thing. I have no idea what that means. Comics saying the Mafia don't like black people. I don't know who I have no idea who you're talking about. But yeah, the rappers, yeah, of course, the reference, should I even say it? Cultural appropriation. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. How many fucking rappers, producers, everything else name themselves fucking Gotti or Luciano or some crazy fucking shit? You know what I mean? I mean, for Christ's sake. So they've always done that. They've always tried to hijack Italian culture, rappers. No question about it. You know? And that'll probably never go away, honestly. But actually, it probably already has, because these kids today, these new rappers, they don't know shit about the Mafia and they don't care. I mean, look at NBA Youngboy. When he was going off on John Jr.'s daughter about calling, you know, him and his daughter zoo animals and shit like that, which was insanely racist. That rant she went on was fucking disgusting. And, you know, that's how she really feels. If, you know, but the funny part is she looks black, and she obviously goes out of her way to look black, because nobody can look that black without actually either being black or doing something to try to look. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I mean. So it's very odd. You get that with a lot of people. A lot of people are hip hop heads. They're, you know, especially in Italian culture. Look at like the Fat Nick guy SoFlo was talking about yesterday and shit. That dude pulls up in his Escalade, dressed in hip hop style clothing. You know what I mean? Listening to 50 Cent at the time. Look it up. He was listening to 50 Cent. And he got out of the Escalade and started dropping the N-word. Which is it? Do you admire and respect black people and even try to emulate them? Or do you hate them? I don't know. How the fuck did I even get on that? How did I get on that? I don't know. Something. Oh, the rant. Yeah, NBA Youngboy was going off about what Gianna said, and he thought John Jr. was John Sr. You could tell by the way he's talking. I have the short. I respect and love your father so much, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, you would not if you knew who John Jr. was, because of a certain thing he did in the early 2000s, you know? You would not, NBA Youngboy. So you got the wrong Gotti. Watch Mike Franzese. I love that case on YT. FBI named it the Franzese. I can't even say Franzese crew, not Colombo family. Seriously? The fuck? The Godfather started a cult of interest. It certainly did. Yeah, Dally. Yeah, I mean, of course he's creating a brand, but I think he's created it. You know what I mean? I think he's created it. I don't know if I was in his position, I think I'd focus on maybe more quality, products and stuff. Maybe one or two. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just what can I say? He's a true hustler. True hustler, because a true hustler, there's never enough money for them. Never. See, I would have a point where I'd be satisfied. I was always a hustling motherfucker. Don't get me wrong. But I could reach a point where I'm satisfied. He can't. That's why any business opportunity that comes his way, if somebody comes to him tomorrow, okay, and says, I got an idea for Michael Franzese umbrellas, he's going to say, let's do it. Howard used to say it. Howard used to say, they come to me for commercials. They come for me to plug products. They come to me for fucking different things. That Howard Stern t-shirts, hats, microphones, headphones, you name it. But he didn't want to cheapen himself. He didn't want to do it. And let's be honest. I mean, look, he turned out to be a billionaire, so he didn't need to. I understand some people might need to. Like when he used to get on Sal and Richard, it's like they're just trying to make a living. Let them sell T-shirts. But I also understood what Howard was saying, and I don't know. I lost my train of thought again. But oh yeah. I think that any business opportunity that comes his way. Next, it'll be fucking sauce. He'll be selling his own sauce. He'll be like fucking Henry Hill. He'll be selling fucking you name it. You'll be able to get it with Franzise's name on it. It's like, is there a line anywhere? Franzese wine. I can't get over that. How could that even be popular? Listen, 1 million people. What does he have? 1.2 million subs, something like that. And I'm sure there's some more people that know about him other than that. But still, that is not a lot of people. To try to make a successful wine business, I don't think it is, because probably not 2% of them are going to buy that wine. How many bottles of that shit you going to sell? But I can't fucking believe that the dude charges for appearances. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And by the way, I looked up his speaking fee for churches. I always said it was 5,000 minimum. I was wrong. It's 10 to 15,000. I just looked it up the other day. And that's another thing. That's another thing. What am I thinking? The churches, the wine, the paintings, the fucking, oh my God. I can't believe it. I don't know what to say. All these lowlife rats made money off the Gotti name, A Liar, and Scumbag Sammy and Scars. You don't like A-Light, I take it? Listen, I'm cool with A-Light now. I used to, be in a little one-sided war with him. Scars always seemed like a good dude to me. Sammy, I think, is a scumbag, but you're more than welcome to have your opinion. But yeah, of course, the Gotti name. Yeah. The Gotti name is. I was listening to the Hollywood Wade dude, Crime and Entertainment, and Gene Borello earlier. And he was saying to Borello, the name Gotti is like Capone or Luciano. Like, even if you don't really know much about the mafia or anything about the mafia, you'd recognize those names. Capone, yes. Luciano, I highly doubt. The average person isn't going to know who Lucky Luciano is. And Gotti, there's a lot of people, probably tens of millions, who have heard the name and know who he is, but not everyone. But I get his point. It's like a household name almost, Gotti and Capone, and Gotti is, it's always going to be that way. Gotti is a super legend in that fucking life, the way people see him. A lot of people don't see mob guys for what they really were. And that's part of the reason, it's just like I used to be, you look at John Gotti on a screen, and you see him in the fucking suits with the walk and the whole nine, going into the fucking Ravenite and all this shit, getting out of all these different cars and, talking to the fucking reporters and the cameras and all, all this shit he would do. And that's all you see. You get blinded by that, but you don't actually take time to think about who he was as a man and how he led his life. Not just him, any mob guy. Any mob guy. I would ask you this question. Would you want your son to look up to John Gotti? If you have a small child, would you want him to look at, not just John, relax, Angel. It's not all about you. Any mob guy, would you want your son to aspire to be what that mob guy became in his life? Nobody in their right mind would. Shit, most of the mobsters didn't even want their kids to be in the life. Couple did, but not all of them. A lot of them, absolutely not. It's just, it's that misguided, romanticism. That's what it is. It's like people, it's just like, now kids look up to rappers who are killers and every fucking thing else. And they look up to them not despite the fact that they're killers, but because they're killers. You know what I mean? So anyway, if anybody would like to donate, please do. I'd appreciate it very, very much. Maybe I'll make a little something on this show. Yeah, Muzz, something like 1.2 million. Mike still acts like he's a captain. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And he does have a cult over there. He does. It's insane. It's insane. Yeah, Edward, no doubt about it. Gary Chesso. Let me see here. A lot of racial tension. Lots of racial tension in NYC neighborhood. Oh, yeah, always. Eric Perillo. Damn, it has been. I haven't seen you in a long time, bro. He says, been a long time, been in a bad space. Just wanted to add, I grew up near the prison he was held at, and there was a hit attempt on him. Glad to see you're still at it and in good spirits, sir. Thank you, Eric, and I hope things have gotten better for you. It's good to see you, man. Like I said, it's been a while. I'm not surprised. Which you talking about? Which prison? You talking about Terminal Island or something? Sam, did you hear Jeff Nadeau canceled his live today? Why? What was it supposed to be about? Like I said, well, you heard me. This comment is from before I said it, obviously. But yeah, I mean, he's I don't know. Listen, and on one hand, I can't knock his hustle. On the other hand, it's like, depending on what it is, I can. If I were to restart this show, I'd say, forget the wine, even though I think it's corny and cheesy. Forget the wine, forget the fucking the tour, fine, charge for appearances, and forget the stupid texting thing, which that's like shit like D-list celebrities do when their career is dead, like Cameo. You know what I mean? You could go on Cameo, for example, and get, like I said, High Pitch Eric or somebody. You know what I mean? To do a cameo for you. There's not any successful celebrities on Cameo, not a one. But it's that painting that really eats away at me, because it makes him a fucking liar, and it makes him a walking contradiction. You're telling us about how bad the life was and mafia people, and how your own father's choices destroyed your whole life. But then you're getting paintings made of him. Hold on. Oh, okay. Miss can't be wrong. You're saying all this shit, how bad the life was and what your father's involvement in that life did to your family, and then you're getting these paintings done of your father and you and your 50 favorite, what is it? His 50 favorite mobsters, or what was it exactly? I think it was just mob. Like, in other words, he didn't say bosses or captains or anything, right? Whatever. I think it was just mob guys in general. I don't remember. I don't know if he specified it like that, but what are you doing that for? What's next? A painting of Son of Sam shooting somebody in the fucking head? What's next? Jason Meichel, $20. Sorry for the cultural appropriation rant. Oh, no problem. It's all good, Jason. Thank you for the $20, my friend. Oh shit. Yeah, it's foolish, and you could see if you are not one of these cult members who's wearing blinders, you could see that the guy is all about the mafia to this day, and he advocates for killers. There's no question about it. But then on depending on the episode, he'll tell you how bad the life is and how evil it is. Why would you have, Michael Franzese, a picture of 50 killers behind your head at all time? Why? You're going to tell me they're not killers? The only person in that picture isn't a killer is probably you, Michael. Why do you have that there? I want to know the answer. Give me a logical answer to why you have that. Because if you tell me that's not glorifying the mob, oh my God, look how regal everyone looks in the picture and the stairway and all this. The fuck out of here. You made it look like a royal fucking family. You had it done that way. You said it yourself. Not he didn't say the royal family thing. I'm saying the way it's done, he had it done that way. And that's what it looks like. It doesn't show it the way it really was either. A bunch of motherfuckers sitting around in wife beaters and tracksuits and social clubs playing fucking cards all day. No, it looks like a bunch of captains of industry. Why do you have that behind your fucking head, Mr. Godley? Why? I want to know. Tell me immediately. I demand an answer. No, Edward, fuck no. That's his biggest grift. See, that's a scam, stupid people like Nelson Mandela from earlier. That's a scam. In my opinion, I don't believe that he believes any of that religious shit. I don't. And even if he believes in God, I don't believe that he feels nearly as strongly as he claims to, as he acts like he feels. I don't think so. Give me 1 second. Peanut's crying. I just saw one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. Does David Letterman still do stupid pet tricks? There's a couple of puppy pads, I'll put down for Peanut because he's still every now and then will try to pee on the floor, so he pees on the puppy pads. I throw him out, replace him, I have one right outside this room. And when I came in this room to do the show, I just laid it out. It was a perfect puppy pad, how big they are and all that, right? I just went out there and he's got it folded 4 ways and it looks perfect. It's a perfect square, except now it's about this big. I'm not lying to you. I swear to God, I just saw it with my own fucking eyes. I think when he pees, like he doesn't like it to sit around, like he wants to cover it or something, So he folded up his fucking puppy pad. I wonder if he did that on purpose or if it was just an accident. How did he know how to do that? Yeah, Sal's apology. Yeah. Oh, of course, Jason. And it's not just him. It's all the mob guys. You know what I mean? All of them. No, hell no. Samuel Chine. Wait a minute. Sam, he's been trying now. I know we're talking about Nadu here to get Gotti adopted son. You're talking about, Louis Casman to do a second interview, but for some reason he just keeps canceling and said he's going to expose Jeff. Wait a minute. Louis Casman is going to expose Jeff Nadu? Or what? I don't know. What do you mean? Yeah, well, even that I think we'd know about, JGB. But that's nothing impressive. You know what I mean? Jerry Gesso, FBS, like I said, the handcuffs changed Mike. If he didn't get busted, he'd still be a capo, maybe an underboss, whatever Mike said. Vic Arena should be let out. Vic was responsible for the Colombo war. Maybe so. I never really thought it over. But yeah, he would definitely still be in the life if he could be. What do I get? If only all these notifications were cash apps, I'd be set. Oh, gotcha, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Ooh. Oh, somebody just Dave sent me to Michael Franzese net worth $1 million. Don't believe that shit. The email Sammy was making 40 grand a month on his YouTube channel. What do you think Michael's? I guarantee you Michael's bringing in 6 figures a month. I guarantee it. I'll bet you any amount of money. 6 figures a month from his channel alone. Yeah, there's no way. They don't know a lot of the time what the fuck they're talking about. And the only one I ever follow that I assume is probably the most accurate is celebritynetworth.com. And that's because that's the oldest site that's been doing these celebrity net worths and shit. You know what I mean? All these other ones, if you look, they all have different figures and stuff. It's Albert the Truth-Telling Alligator. He claims that he had to get made to get his father out of prison. I'm still trying to figure that out. Albert, it's one of the dumbest things I ever heard. That he has to join the life in order to help his father. That would do the exact opposite. Wouldn't it? Would it not? That would do the exact opposite. Now you'll be in trouble too. What? How's that going to help your dad? I always wondered about that. I brought that up on a show before, Albert. You're exactly right. How the fuck is that going to help his father? No, he wanted to join the life because he saw the money. He said, fuck medical school. Oh, what's your question, Moz? Somebody answer it already? Oh, is that about the subscriber count? I don't know. LGBTQ, you're so boys. Oh my God. Mike wants Vic out saying he was being treated unfairly because he's 87. Vic thinks he's the president of the United States, faking it to get out. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Now I understand. This gas scam sounds surprised. I've never heard him talk about it. Maybe you could give me the cliff notes. Oh, you never heard about the gas scam, Tony Ducks? Yeah, right. Tony Ducks is a mafia expert, but I love the sarcasm. Yeah, because he talks about it 15 times a day, the gas scam. That's his whole claim to fame. That's what I'm saying. His father and the gas scam. What the fuck else is there, Mike? What else you got? But that goes to show that a guy who is even... And I know he was a captain and stuff, but, considering what most mob guys are and captains and shit, he was nothing like that. Okay? Nothing like that. Like I said, during his era, you had to kill somebody to get made. And there's no way he killed somebody. We would know about it. Okay? He's not one of the more serious guys in mafia history. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter. He's Sonny Franzese's son, which I don't know. They say he's adopted. I don't know. That's personal shit. I don't want to get into. But either way, even if Sonny raised him, that's his son. You know what I mean? If he's not biological, whatever. But that's it. That's what he's got. The relation to Sonny Franzese and the gas scam. That's it. Oh, and he was right there when Joe Colombo got shot. Yeah, that too. If that's even true. How many of you believe that story? Honestly. That he was handing out the leaflets or whatever. He was right there when Joe Colombo got shot. How many of you believe that? Oh, I got you. Very good point. Yes, Jason. Yes, the rappers back then, they hadn't figured it out yet. The mafia hates them. Yes. What did I just get? Dave, $10 for Everyone tip something, show support and love. Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much for your support. And yeah, if you guys would like to tip, that's what I'd rather call it. Contribute, whatever. I'd appreciate it very much. Thank you, sir. I just collectively called the entire chat, sir. Sal the cool candy rapper. Yeah, that's right. Sal Governale. Free John Gotti, remember? And a shake, 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 shake. Any of you guys that don't know what we're talking about, you're not Howard Stern fans. Yeah, it's very true, Eric. Yeah, Raekwon from Wu-Tang originally wanted to name the Cuban Links album Wu Gambinos. Yeah. Cosa Nostra. Remember that shit? Cultural appropriation happens when members of the majority group adopt a cultural element. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's the one you were apologizing for? Gotcha. Yeah, free John Gotti. Jason, I thought the same thing. Then I see younger mob guys like Gene say they listen to rap and just. Oh, it definitely goes. Yeah, it goes both ways. There's no doubt about it. It definitely goes both ways. You look at Brooklyn throughout any time since, I don't know, the 80s, you know, and the Italian kids dressed hip hop. They always did, and they still do. And that's, you know, anywhere. But you look at neighborhoods like Bensonhurst and Howard Beach and all that shit. Yeah, that's what you saw. You know, they emulated each other. I would say the Italian kids emulated the black rappers a lot more than the black rappers emulated the Italian kids. But you get the point. Like, for instance, Baby A, I am a DJ, or at least I used to be, but I got skills. I'm pretty nice on the wheels, okay? And if you look at my channel, on my playlist, you'll see some DJ videos. I'm good with the cutting and scratching and all that shit. And I, you know, in the beginning would put these videos on here regularly. And I would get comments from black guys all the time about how I'm trying to act black by DJing, which is insane because it's hip hop music. So I would make the comment to them like, what about the shit black culture is stolen from Italian culture? You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Oh, yeah. Extra franchise is always nice. That's how I order it. I am, to be fair, cultural appropriation by definition happens. Oh, God. I know. Fucking Jason. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dali, 100%. FBS, the government let Mike keep the gas scam money because he put guys in prison, which he didn't create. It was the Russians. He's not done with the mob. He's always, yeah, it was the Russians. Yeah, and it was Gas Pipe did it before him. I don't know if they let him keep the gas scam money though, because you know, I don't know. That's the one thing they go after. But you might be right. I've never heard that though. Yeah, that's taking it to the extreme maximum and over the top, and just to the point of you know, derogatory behavior and pure racism. Like now these days, you know, if a white girl has braids in her hair, they'll say it's cultural appropriation. I've seen it. You know, I've seen stories about it and stuff. It's a little crazy. You mean Hootie? Yeah. No, me. Well, I don't know Hootie. I don't know his age. I'm pretty sure I'm older than him. I know I'm older than Borello, but I grew up in hip hop culture, 100%. But Hootie, yeah, Hootie is. Hootie used to, I don't know if he still does it, but he used to start every live stream with, "It's your boy." That was the corniest shit. I'm like, oh my God, look at the white flavor over here. Holy shit, it's your boy. I'm like, you don't look or sound right saying that. Even if you were black, you'd look stupid and sound stupid saying it. It sounds weird coming from you. Give me a sec. I got to go say goodbye to my sweet angel. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Eric Perillo, come on, CNN quotes hip hop every day. It comes off as patronizing. I think the way he does it, the way who does it, who are we talking about specifically now? I'm confused. But yeah, CNN has what's that fucking show? The Beat with Ari Melber, some shit like that. Brutus, FBS, the whole fitness industry is like that too, selling BS for a pipe dream. Meanwhile, the majority are on PEDs, yet will admit being gay before PED use. Brutus, wait, what? I was following you for a second there, but PEDs and being gay before PED use? PEDs, I was thinking maybe some sort of steroid or something, but I'm thrown off a little bit, Brutus. Hopefully you explained further in some other comments. But I understand what you mean about selling the dream, the fitness thing and all that. FBS, a lot of people don't realize that Michael did not invent the gas scam. It was being done for years by Russians, especially. The idea was copied. Yes, of course. And I believe, I forgot a lot of my mob history, but I believe the first person they came to was Gas Pipe, and he was doing it. Michael got in later. But yeah, it was the Russians. And you're right, Dally. A lot of people don't. You know why they don't realize that? Because Michael has pretty much made it seem, if not flat out said a million fucking times, that he fucking created the gas tax scam. Tell me it doesn't every time he talks about it, or at least the initial documentary, whatever the fuck it was, where he was first on and discussed that. Tell me, was it Inside the American Mob? One of those episodes? It might have been. But yeah, he's always made it sound like it was his thing and his thing alone. Like he was just fucking genius. No, they just needed the mob for the connections and stuff. Chip Mayhew. This one did. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry if I didn't get to them. Chip Mayhew, OG 199. Don't say nothing, Reverend Franzese. Franzese. Thank you, Chip Mayhew, OG. And another one, 199. He loves God and the mob so much. John Godley. Oh my God, Chip Mayhew, you are a fucking genius. You are a fucking genius. That's his name from now on, John Godley. Wow. I'd love to know exactly who you are because that is brilliant. My God, John Godley. Nice. Anybody want to donate? If so, donations are more than welcome. Whole bunch of different ways to contribute. PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, Super Sticker, Venmo, Zelle, any of that good stuff. There you go. Thank you, Miss Can't Be Wrong. FBS, a lot of time, same people who worship gang life, worship mob. My ex, who's a blood, said that's because a mob is the OG on the streets, like something to look at. Oh, yeah, no doubt, baby A. Every street gang, every street guy, you know, whether they're in the hood, no matter what they're up to, they admire the mafia and worship them to some extent. Absolutely. I always did when I was doing my bullshit. I didn't worship them. Don't get me wrong. I've never worshiped anyone except for, you know, maybe my wife, my daughter, you know, my mother. And I don't think you'd even call that worship. You know what I'm saying? I lost my train of thought. They look up to them. You know what I mean? They do. Because they are the creme de la creme. They are the top of the food chain in the criminal underworld, as they call it, you know? And they always were. But now it ain't even interesting no more. You know what I mean? Like, the fucking drill rap shit is more interesting than the mob shit. Go look up King Von and his whole story, and even Little Dirk and all those guys, you know, O-Block, and it's more interesting at this point, way more interesting than anything you're gonna hear new about the fucking mob, and even some of the old shit. Yeah, Henry Hill was a trip. He was a character, man. About a lot of things. I'm sure he was. Miss Can't Be Wrong. About a lot of things. But I mean, I think when people act as if he wasn't really with that crew, he was just like loosely associated. No, he was absolutely 100% a part of that crew. You know, and when people say he wasn't a part of Lufthansa at all, a main vital part, you know, like, I don't know, but he was certainly a part of it. You know what I mean? Like, he knew about it, and I wouldn't doubt if he got some of the money from it. But I think he, exaggerates his position and all that stuff, or used to. Dorothy McGuire. I lived in Howard Beach. Every store had a jar. John Gotti Defense Fund. All I thought, big shot murderer needs my money. Very insightful. Same guy responsible for drugs in schools. Hell would freeze over before. Yes, Dorothy. Same guy responsible for drugs in school. Oh, Angel's going to do a show tonight, Dorothy. Watch out. No, I hear you. I know. See, that's how a normal person thinks. All I thought, big shot murderer needs my money. That's how a normal person would think. You know what I mean? But in this weird mafia culture, it's like, let's skip the mortgage this month, honey. Let's give it to John. Help him escape a natural life. Let me see. Peanut's gonna rat you out, the Shanna. Peanut is a pain in my balls. I love the little fucker, but he's a pain in my balls. What's up, Mark Savastano? Baby A, I'm not sure. I was behind. Mike Slick, what's up, bro? Oh, good, man. Enjoy your dinner. I wouldn't even try. You know what I mean? Just because I would never allow myself to be turned down by that douchebag. You know, but if I interviewed him, it would be a real interview. It would be some hard hitting shit. I guarantee it. It wouldn't be any of this. But James and him are friends, you know? James and him are friends. You know, I think Michael Franzese did that for James because they're friends, you know, and I think, you know, they have a mutual respect for each other. James is a good guy. He's a gentleman. He knows how to talk to people, and him and Michael, from what I know, have been close for a while. So he's not going to give him that type of interview, you know. But I would. Let me get down here. There you go. That's right, Mark. Yeah, I hear you, Jerry. FBS, if you think about it, the church is the perfect mafia scam. They force you to pay protection donation plate. Yep. And they can't even guarantee it. Yeah, you're 100% right. Oh, I don't know. That Italian American, good question. Angel's watching. She'll address it tonight. What's going on with that podcast? The rappers emulated the Godfather types at the time, and the Italian kids emulated the rappers. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, check it out, baby. You might like some of it. Is that right? This can't be wrong. Well, the last I heard about him, I think he was clean and sober. So if that's true, that's good. You know what I mean? I don't like him, you know, but I still, wish that for him, that he got clean and sober and got his shit together, you know? I'll tell you what, you know what I didn't know? Because I don't listen to a lot of Little Dirk music at all. I like his shit with King Von. I like his drill type of rap. I don't like that sing-songy shit. That's so fucking corny. That's for girls, for goyles, like Herbie Sperling would say. But I didn't know he got a pacemaker from using the pills and shit. I didn't know that. He has a fucking pacemaker. Isn't he like 26 or something? All right, bro. Sam, hit me up later, bro. Text me or call me, whatever. Thank you, Dave. Dropped his accent at 50. Accent. What the fuck are you talking about? What you're talking about? Oh, you mean the hood accent? Oh, at 50 years old. Oh. I see M in 50. I think of 50 Cent. Has he? He used to sound real corny. I don't like that shit. I told you. That's why guys, they don't believe me that I was in the streets and I was in the hood, and my whole entire circle was mainly black people. You know what I mean? They don't like to believe it. And one of the reasons is because I don't speak like a fucking moron, but that's by design. I never wanted that hood accent. I never, especially as a white dude, it's not natural. You fucking sound stupid. And listen to Stacks, and even his isn't that strong. It's no, you could ask anybody. You could ask guys that have been around me 30 fucking years. I always spoke like I had fucking brains in my head. You know what I mean? Tony Pizza's the only homeless made man in mob history. LOL. Yeah, I know, right? Not just a made man. He was a fucking powerful guy, man. Gambino street enforcer. Yeah, I know, Sean. I know the history to some extent. I know it's crazy. 50 oldest mobsters from the 80s that are all dead now, but he always says how he's the only one still alive. Fucking guy. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yes, he did say that. Yeah. An idea that was already in motion. Well, that's what I always say about perception. I personally, I don't assume that a person is something or isn't something based on how they look and sound. I know what you mean, though. Miss can't be wrong. As far as a mob guy, he doesn't fit that mold at all. But listen, sometimes guys like that are the most dangerous. You never know. Chip Mayhew, OG. My uncle worked for Franchito, Louis Babadoo. Louis Babadoo. Oh, shit. Oh, I would, sis, one thing I could assure you of, I would never take your wrench. If you disappeared for 6 months, which I hope you don't, I would never take your wrench. I don't think I ever took it, did I? But what's up with you? Enjoy your time with your daughter. Yeah, don't worry, your wrench ain't going nowhere. Dorothy McGuire, get your facts straight. Raymundi did Lufthansa. Very true. Angel can kiss my ass. Oh, shit, Dorothy. Dorothy, you're going to fit in perfect over here. I'm glad to have you. Please keep coming back to these shows. Please, like it's AA, keep coming back. Let me see. I'm going to do one soon. I've made some decisions about some things, and I'm going to definitely commit myself to doing more of those shows. So, at the very latest next week, Monday or Tuesday. I'll let you know, though, in a couple of days. This is hard for me to plan shit, Yeah, and I never would, sis. Never, ever. You're a sweetheart. All right, guys. 134 people still left. Thank you all for being here. To the people who donated, thank you. I love and appreciate you. I don't know. I'm sure I'll be on tomorrow, but I'm not going to come back on tonight, I don't think. So, thanks for everything, guys. I love you. And until next time, salute.